फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू नो हाउ जीके। और मैं हूं आपका दोस्त अक्षय गुप्ता। और सबसे पहले तो मैं आप लोगों को विश करना चाहूँगा हैप्पी 26 जनवरी, रिपब्लिक डे ऑफ द इंडिया। इंजॉय द ट्राई कलर ऑफ द इंडिया, वंदे मातरम। दोस्तों, आज मैं आपके लिए लेके आया हूँ लेटेस्ट नेशनल न्यूज़ फ्रॉम 1 जनवरी 2018 टिल 25 जनवरी 2018। आइए स्टार्ट करते हैं। दोस्तों, स्टार्ट करने से पहले फिर से मैं वही घिसी पिटी लाइन कहना चाहूँगा कि प्लीज़ एक कॉपी और एक पेन अपने साथ रख ले और नोट करते चले, क्योंकि बहुत प्रिसाइज में बनाया हुआ है ये वन लाइनर। तो चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं। तो फर्स्ट न्यूज़ है हमारी, इंडिया टू होस्ट 16 इंटरनेशनल एनर्जी फोरम मीट। द 16 इंटरनेशनल एनर्जी फोरम मीट ministerial meeting will be held in New Delhi in April 2018. According to the Union Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas, Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan, the meeting will be hosted by Government of India in New Delhi and co-hosted by Government of China and South Korea. So this is a very important point, that this meeting will be co-hosted by the government of China and South Korea, and India will host the 16 International Energy Forum meet. Now the second news is, India inks $120 million loan agreement with World Bank to fund the improved water supply in Uttarakhand. This is also again a very important news, that India has signed a $120 million loan agreement with multilateral lending agency World Bank to help increase access to improved water supply service in peri-urban areas in Uttarakhand. So this is a very important news, that India signed $120 million loan agreement with World Bank to fund the improved water supply in Uttarakhand. Now the third news is that AYUSH Ministerial lays foundation stone for Homeopathy Research Institute in Jaipur. The Minister of State IC for AYUSH, Shripad Yasho Naik, laid the foundation stone for Central Research Institute CRI in Jaipur, Rajasthan. This will be the third CRI under the aegis of Central Council for Research in Homeopathy. So this is a very important news, that AYUSH Ministerial lays foundation stone for Homeopathy Research Institute in Jaipur. Now the fourth news is that India's first garbage festival organized in Chhattisgarh. The Raipur Municipal Corporation in Chhattisgarh organized the 3-day Kachra Mahotsav in 2018. It is a first garbage festival. So this is a very important news, that the India's first garbage festival, that is known as Kachra Mahotsav 2018, will be organized in Chhattisgarh by Raipur Municipal Corporation. Fifth news is, first International Dam Safety Conference held in Trivandrum. The first International Day Safety Conference 2018 will be held in Kovalam in Kerala from January 23rd to 24, 2018. It was inaugurated by Kerala Chief Minister Mr. P. Vijayan and was presided over by the Union Minister of State for Water Resources Mr. Arjun Ram Meghwal. So this is a very important news, that first International Dam Safety Conference will be held in Kerala, Kovalam. Now the sixth news is that Mrs. Sushma Swaraj inaugurates Puducherrys first POPSK at Karaikal. The first post office passport seva kendra of Puducherry was inaugurated by Srimati Sushma Swaraj, Minister for External Affairs at Karaikal. So this is a very important news, that the first post office passport seva kendra of Puducherry was inaugurated in Karaikal. Now the seventh news is that Uttarakhand to use ultrasound method to detect pregnancy in wild animals. Now the Uttarakhand introduced for the first time in the country ultrasound will be performed on wild animals to detect pregnancy before administrating reproduction control method on them. So the Uttarakhand used first time in the country used this method to detect the pregnancy in wild animals. Now the eighth news is that fourth India International Science Festival to be held in Lucknow. The fourth edition of India's International Science Festival will be held in Lucknow, UP. The decision to hold the festival in Lucknow was taken at first preparatory meeting for the fourth Indian International Science Festival. This meeting was chaired by Union Minister for Science and Technology Dr. Harshvardhan. The first IISF was held at Indian Institute of Technology, IIT New Delhi. So this is a very again, these all news are important for the exam point of view. So please kindly note each and every important point in your copy. So the ninth news is that election dates in three states, the northeast state, that is Tripura, Meghalaya and Nagaland declared. The Election Commission of India, Mr. Achal Kumar Jyoti, announced dates for elections for the assemblies of Meghalaya, Tripura and Nagaland. And the important news is that all the three states have 60 seats each in their assembly, and the tenure of the Meghalaya, Tripura and Nagaland assemblies will be expired on March 6, March 13 and March 14, 2018 respectively. Now the Maharashtra becomes the first state to unveil the public cloud policy. The Maharashtra becomes the first state in the country to unveil the public cloud policy that virtually mandates state government departments to shift their data storage. So this is also again a very important news that Maharashtra becomes the first state to unveil the public cloud policy. Now the 11th is that our Honorable Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi and Netanyahu inaugurates iCreate Center in Ahmedabad. PM Modi and PM Benjamin Netanyahu inaugurate the iCreate Center at Diodolera in Ahmedabad. iCreate paves way for the two nations to jointly script new stories of success through innovation. Now the 12th is that the Ministry of Petroleum launches Saksham 2018 campaign. The Saksham Sanrakshan Shamta Mahotsav is an annual flagship event of Petroleum Conservation Research Association PCRA under the aegis of Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas, Government of India. The event focuses on the active involvement of the oil and gas PSUs along with the other stakeholders like state government for creating focused attention on fuel conservation through the people centric activities. So conserve the fuel and save the future is the motto of this Saksham 2018 campaign. So this is again a very important news that Ministry of Petroleum launches Saksham 2018 campaign, that is also known as Sanrakshan Shamta Mahotsav. Now the 13th news is that Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates project commencement of Rajasthan first oil refinery in Barmer. PM Narendra Modi inaugurates the project commencement of the Rajasthan refinery at Pachpatdara in Barmer district. This is the first oil refinery in the state. The 43,000 crore rupee project is a joint venture between HPCL and the Rajasthan government. Now the 14th is, as per as the national survey, Bihar is the poorest state in the India and the Delhi is the richest state. Fourth round of the National Family Health Survey NFHS 4 on around 6 lakh household in 15-16 has revealed that Bihar is the India's poorest state while Delhi is the richest. The survey classified all households into the five wealth quintiles, according to which the Bihar has more than the half of its household in the bottom quintile, while the Delhi has over 60% household in the top quintile. So this is a very important news that as per as the national survey, Bihar is the poorest state in the India and Delhi is the richest. So friends, हमको सोचना भी चाहिए, हमारा देश को आज़ाद हुए इतना टाइम हो गया, उसके बाद भी हम अभी भी बहुत पीछे हैं। तो ये सब चीज़ें हम लोग के लिए भी सोचने के लायक है। Now the 15 news is that Union Government Centre Sanctions Project over 10,000 crore rupees in Northeast for better network connectivity. So the two MOUs have been signed to cover the uncovered areas in North states, including Assam and Arunachal Pradesh, for better network connectivity. Telecommunication Minister Mr. Manoj Sinha has been given to upgrade the network connection in the border states. Now the 16 news is that Union Government ends Hajj subsidy. The Union Government of Minority Affairs decided to end Hajj subsidy from this year as a part of its policy to empower minorities with dignity and without appeasement. The decision was taken based on the recommendation of Afzal Amanullah Committee and May 2012 Supreme Court order. So this decision was based on recommendation of Afzal Amanullah Committee. So please kindly note this is a very important point, and it's a May 2012 Supreme Court order. Now the 17 news is Air India's New Year gift to women gives reservation for women in seats. So I think the women are very happy to hear that news, that the public sector major aviation company given women travelers special thanks to the New Year 2018. Air India announced a reservation of seats for women in all its domestic flight services. This kind of service has become the country's first airline company. Now the 18 news is India's first ever FDI in fertilizer sector. Yara acquires Tata Chemical urea plant. So this is a very important news. You can also see the Yara company's logo and Tata Chemicals logo. This is a Norwegian fertilizer giant. Yara International announced the completion of its acquisition of Tata Chemicals 1.2 million tons per annum production capacity urea plant at Babrala in Uttar Pradesh. The rupees 2,682 crore acquisition deal includes the transfer of all the assets and liabilities, including work related to Babrala unit in Uttar Pradesh. So this is a very important news that India first ever FDI in fertilizer sector, that is by Yara acquires Tata Chemicals urea plant. Now the 19 news is that third Rasina dialogues held in New Delhi. The third edition of geopolitical conference Rasina dialogue was held in New Delhi. It was inaugurated by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. The event is jointly organized by the Ministry of External Affairs and the Observer Research Foundation (ORF). So, and the important point is that the theme of the conference for this year is managing disruptive transitions, ideas, institution, and idioms. So this is a very important point to be noted, that the theme of the conference is managing disruptive transitions, idea, institution, and idioms. Now the 20 news is that the ISRO releases first image recently taken by its launch satellite. The Indian Space Research Organization released the first image captured by Cartosat 2 series satellite, which was launched from Sriharikota on January 12. The image shows the part of the Indore, Madhya Pradesh with the Holkar Cricket Stadium in the center. So it is a first day image of Cartosat 2 series satellite. So this is again a very important news. Now the 21st news is that the India's first agri-options unveiled for doubling farmers' income. The Finance Minister Arun Jaitley, the development of the agriculture sector is a priority for the NDA government, sorry. He launched country's first agri-commodity options. India is one of the fastest growing economies in the world and the growth is benefiting people in different sectors. So India's first agri-options unveiled for doubling the farmers' income. Now this is a very important news of 22 that Bhopal becomes the first railway station in India to have Happy Nari pad vending machine. Considering the needs of its women commutators, Bhopal Junction has become the first railway station in India to install a sanitary napkin vending machine which is christened as Happy Nari. At a merged price of rupees 5, any railway passenger can procure two sanitary napkins from the vending machine. So this is a very important news that Bhopal becomes the first railway station in India to install the Happy Nari pad vending machine. Can also see in the pic. Now the 23rd is Karnataka smart city to have 250 poles to charge electric vehicles. Hubli Dharwad smart city in Karnataka will have 250 smart poles to charge electric vehicles. The poles, which are expected to a cost of rupees 10 lakh each, will act as a Wi-Fi hotspot and will feature remote controlled LED lights. Now the 24th is that this is a very important news. Ministry of Railway launches Furti application in a major digital initiative to help plan the traffic flows and optimize operations. Ministry of Railways launch smart freight operation optimization and real time information is Furti app for freight managers, which provide features for monitoring and managing freight business using geographical information system GIS views and dashboard. With this application, movement of freight trains on geographic information system GIS can be tracked. So this is a very important news that the Spurti has been launched by Ministry of Railways Smart Freight Operation Optimization and Real Time Information. So kindly note the full form of this app is Furti, Smart Freight Operation Optimization and Real Time Information. Now the 25th is that A.R. Rahman becomes Sikkim brand ambassador. Music composer Mr. A.R. Rahman becomes the brand ambassador of Sikkim. The declaration was made by Sikkim CM Mr. Pawan Kumar Shamling. Now the 26th is India's first multi-petaflop supercomputer Pratyush dedicated to the nation. Union Minister of Earth Sciences Dr. Harshvardhan dedicated India's first, fastest and the first multi-petaflop supercomputer named as Pratyush to the nation in Pune. It is established at the Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology in Pune. It will be the national facility for improving weather and climate forecast and services under the umbrella of the Ministry of Earth Sciences. So this is the India's fastest supercomputer Pratyush and it was established by IITM Pune. Sorry. Now the 27th is that Delhi government launches common card for bus and metro rides. CM Mr. Arvind Kejriwal launched a common cards for rides on public buses and the metros. Delhi is the first city in the country to have a common mobility card which can at present can be used by 200 DTC and 50 cluster buses plying on the different routes apart from the metro trains. The card will be function like a debit card and will be operation in all DTC and cluster buses from 2018. Now the 28th is that Gujarat tops logistic performance index chart report. This is a very important news that Gujarat topped the logistic index chart according to the report released by Union Minister of Commerce and Industry Mr. Suresh Prabhu in New Delhi. The chart is an indicator of the efficiency of logistical services necessary for promoting exports in particular and economic growth in general. Now the 29th is that President Ram Nath Kovind inaugurates 4 international Dharma Dhama conference. President Mr. Ram Nath Kovind inaugurates a 3-day international Dharma Dhama conference at Rajgir in Bihar. The conference has been jointly organized by the Indian Foundation, Nalanda University and Minister of External Affairs, Asian, Indian and Vietnamese Buddhist Sangha. So the 4th International Dharma Dhama Conference was held in Rajgir, Bihar. Now the 38th news is Indu Malhotra is the first woman lawyer to be directly promoted as Supreme Court judge. The Supreme Court Collegium led by Chief Justice of India Mr. Deepak Mishra unanimously recommended the name of senior advocate Indu Malhotra for the appointment as a judge of the Supreme Court. With this, she becomes the first woman lawyer from the country to be directly elected to the post of the judge of the Supreme Court. Overall, she will be the 7th woman judge in Supreme Court. So, the Indu Malhotra is the first woman lawyer to be directly promoted as Supreme Court judge. Now, the 31st news is that India grants rupees 288 crore to develop Sri Lankan Kanaksanthuri harbour into a commercial port. India has granted a financial assistance worth over 288 crore rupees to develop Sri Lankan Kanaksanthuri harbour into a commercial port. Sri Lanka Ministry of Finance and Exim Bank of India has signed an agreement to this regard. So this is also a very important news. Please kindly note the important points. Now the 32 news is that Haryana becomes the first state to launch high risk pregnancy portal. Haryana becomes the first state in the country to launch high risk pregnancy portal HRP. This portal not only helps in early identification of high risk pregnant causes up to the grassroots level but also ensures their timely referral to the civil hospital for further management and the delivery by specialists. So this is also the Haryana becomes the first state in the country to launch high risk pregnancy portal. A very important news. Now the 33 is that Tamil Nadu tops to become India's only state to record highest education enrollment. The All India Survey of Higher Education Report 2016-70 was released by Minister of Human Resource Development Mr. Prakash Javadekar, which saw the state lead with a GER of 46.9%. Among the union territories, the Chandigarh recorded 56.1%. Bihar, Assam, West Bengal and Orissa have low GERs of 14.4%, 17.2%, 18.5% and 21% respectively. However, Uttar Pradesh marginally bettered at 24.9%, which is close to the national average. GER for higher education is calculated with reference to the age group of 18 and 23. It is a total enrollment in the higher education irrespective of age, expressed as a percentage of the election official population of 18 to 23 years in a given protocol of the year. So this is a very important news. Please kindly note the important ratios, and the Tamil Nadu tops to become the India's only state to record the highest education enrollment. And among union territories, the Chandigarh recorded 56.1%. Now the Indian Railways to equip all 8,500 stations with free public Wi-Fi facilities. All railway stations, nearly 8,500 across the country, including those in rural and remote areas, will be equipped with Wi-Fi facilities at an estimated cost of rupees 700 crore rupees, also about $110 million. As a part of government ambitious digital initiative, the national transporter has currently commissioned Wi-Fi services at 216 major stations, enabling about 7 million rail passenger to log on the free internet facilities. So the Indian Railways to equip all the 8,500 stations with free public Wi-Fi facilities. Now the 35th news is that West Bengal bags first prize for implementation of e-tendering process. West Bengal receives one more feather in to her crown. They acquired the first position for smooth implementation of e-tender process in the state. E-tender rule for contract for project worth of more than 5 lakhs were started in 2012 in the state to make the process more transparent. From the first day of 2018, e-tender becomes mandatory in every department. Bengal's Chief Minister Miss Mamata Banerjee announced the award received from central government. So this is a very important news that West Bengal bags first prize for the implementation of e-tendering process. Now the 36th news is that 8 National Voters Day observed in 25th January. The Election Commission of India celebrates the 8th National Voters Day across the country on 25th January for enhanced participation of citizens in the electoral process. The national level function was held in New Delhi. The President Ram Nath Kovind gave away the awards for best electoral practices to the district collector, superintendents of police, and other functionaries involved in the election management. So these are the all the important news of the January up till 25th January, and those news you think are not covered in this videos are वो मेरे किसी ना किसी वीडियोस में ज़रूर वो न्यूज़ रही होंगी, इसलिए मैंने उसे अपडेट नहीं किया इसमें, क्योंकि कई बार वीडियो बहुत ज़्यादा लेंदी हो जाता है और अननेसेसरी जो चीज़ मैंने दूसरे वीडियो में बता चुका हूँ वो इसमें बताने का कोई मतलब नहीं बनता, क्योंकि फिर जो वीडियो का जेस्ट है वो चला जाता है. तो दिस इज़ माई यूट्यूब चैनल लिंक एंड this is my Facebook page. Please kindly log on to the kindly subscribe the my YouTube channel and also my Facebook page. Thank you for watching. If you like it, please subscribe it and press the like button, and your suggestions are most welcome. And once again, wish you all a very happy Republic Day. Thank you for watching. Thanks a lot.